Hey everyone, it's Andy's Free Guitar Chart videos here for an evening lesson on chart number 310. And as you know, if a number is an even number, it's usually a good chart, sums it up. And we have chart 310, Playaway Modal Cage Systems, easy G string shape cutout rule. What is that? Well, it's just a way to play the patterns and then cut out of one of the patterns and pick it up on the next string. Okay, so that's what the subject is going to be here. And as you know, last lesson we had about 5 segments on this chart here, 309, full scale, easy ramp for any modal scale, climb to the warp in 2 scales. Okay, so that was fun, because what it was is you start with a string shape here. Okay, so the C string shape is just 3, 4, 5. Okay, in the key of C, it's E, F, G. The G string shape is 6, 7 root. Okay, A, B, C. The D string shape's 2, 3, 4. D, E, F. The A string shape short is 5, 6. G, A. Then we have to jump over the bar, the high bar. So we have to move the E string shape up 1 fret to 7. So we're going to move that 7 root 2 up 1 fret. We're not moving up to the 7. We're moving the 7 up. Normally that 7 would be, I guess you might call it shape fit right to the pattern there. And I'll show you what that looks like. And then of course we go back up to C there, okay, which is 3, 4, 5 again. So 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5. Now over here on this cage is the next cage over. C goes to A in caged, G goes to E in the word caged, D goes to C in the word caged, A goes to G in the word caged, E goes to D in the word cage, and same thing on top and bottom string. C goes to A. Okay, and the little 309 chart was all about start any shape. Let's say the C box, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to warp over that shape fit 7 root 2 in the C box. It's right above, so we can get it. And then the C, 3, 4, 5 again. The lesson was simply about playing 1 scale, and then we're going to start the scale over again here on this C string shape. But guess what that C string shape's going to warp into? Yes, an A. It's going to warp into an A. Okay, so let's see that. There's our C, here's G, 6, 7 root. Now the D, we're gonna go over the bar by moving the D string shape up 1 fret to the right, and then up to A again. Now let's look at that. Let's look at D, A, and E on the fretboard here. Okay, so here's our D. Here's our long D. By the way, this is the new system that I'm working on, and I found out that the old system, which is, you know, still in power. I mean, it's like, oh, addition, subtraction, but we're going to use multiplication, division. It's still the same thing. multiplication is just addition so many times. You know, division is just subtraction so many times. So in no way we are abandoning the regular cage system. Use it as much as we can. As a matter of fact, you can use the regular shapes of caged in the key of F and on, but you can't use them in. You can use them in E if you're only going to do like the chords. Okay, so now I'm down tuned. I'm down C tuned. So I'm okay, and where are you? You're E tuned. That's where you are. We play an E shape down here. We can't seem to get the short E, but we can get the long E. And the thing about the long patterns, and everybody knows what the long patterns are, right? Root would be root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 7 root 2, sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4. The fourth of E is A. Alright? The thing about, let's talk about those long patterns now. I've kind of given you a little background. Oh, the short pattern, sorry. For the E, if we want to play the E scale, by the way, we could do like a Locrian thing. Like that. Now what are we going to do? It's a little tricky. I want to show you that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2. So we've got over here. Oh, by the way, I have a little toothache, so if I'm loud, it's because when I talk it hurts, but it's okay because it's coming to an end. It's going to come out soon. So we got 2, 3, 4 D string shape, 5, 6 A string shape, 7 root 2 for the short pattern. Notice that's not even part of the D pattern anymore. Alright? Because this is all long patterns. So we would play that same D shape. We're looking at a D shape C here, 5 root 3, key of C, or whatever. You could play it in D. You could play it in D. So you got the capo where you're at, play your little D up here. Lately I haven't had a lot of luck with my little D. Okay, so E would become the second, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but we got to play the long pattern now because we can't get 7 and 3. Okay, and in the key of D, the 7 is what? C sharp. Okay, so things are going to look a little different in the key of D. Alright, I could show you that. Alright, so I happen to have the real deal key of D here. So we're not looking at the wrong situation. Okay, so here it is. Now this is these are the sunken notes that we can't get to on the short pattern, but we can get to them on the long pattern. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2. Okay, this is the long pattern. This is the D cage and this is the C cage. It's not the long pattern. It's just the short pattern D and the short pattern C. So let's look for another one. Okay. So what we're looking at here is a best attempt at showing a D, the key of D, D, where this is D. R is D. R is the third string up. So there's your real deal. Okay, Now remember, we're on chart 310. I can't always find these charts, but pretty much I have pretty good luck if I've got enough time to find them during pauses on the lesson. So here's the real deal D. Okay, so where would the fret nut be? Well, obviously it'd be right here. Okay, now the short D pattern, I'm going to take Mr. Capo off for a second because I'm down C tuned. So this is my C. I have a D here. Okay, now the real deal D is here. Okay, I didn't have to take the capo up, but I did for one reason. I want to show you the short pattern. So the short caged versus the long cage, because we're going to work with long patterns now. That doesn't mean every single pattern is going to be a long pattern. Only 3 of the 7 modes are the string shapes are going to be long. Root 2 3, 5 6 7, 4 5 6. Those are your whole step intervals in a diatonic scale. The others will be short patterns such as 7 root 2, okay, and 2 3 4, and 6 7 root, okay, and one more would be 3 4 5. Okay, so those are the others. So now you have all 7. You have all 7, and we can do them starting from C. Root 2 3, 2 3 4, 3 4 5, 4 5 6, 5 6 7, 6 7 root, 7 root 2, and root 2 3. So those are the string shapes. So let's do them again. Root 2 3. Okay, 2 3 4. All right, 3 4 5, 4 5 6, 5 6 7, 6 7 root, 7 root 2, and 2 3 4. No, 7 root 2, and back to Do. Anyway, so let's look at this D here now. So if we want to play the short pattern here, okay, we've got a normal D pattern, 2 3 4. We could go to the A short pattern, or we can go to the long one. If we go to the short pattern, we pick up the 7 below the hypothetical fret nut. So that D would be okay, this is a D-shaped C. Here's a D-shaped D. Okay? So that's the real deal D there. The concept still holds. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what key you're in. All 12 keys.